You're up and running.
You good?
Yep. Woo, I don't know if we're gonna make it through this whole game. I mean, it's fine now, but like, it's gonna drop between
Don't
rounds.
worry about it.
You have 3 people now.
It is what it is. The Westerville Warcats varsity hockey team takes on the PHA Prowlers. We're coming to you live from Lewis Center, Chiller North, rink number 2. As we get ready for an OSHL league game. The Warcats starting to wind down their season. This is the last home game designated for the Warcats. Slated to play the Northeast Storm tomorrow, another OSHL league game. And then should be getting word about seeding for the CBJ Cup, which is the OSHL league tournament, and then possibly even the Buckeye Cup, the state tournament. So rolling into the final stretch of this 2020-2021 hockey season.
We're in the show right now. Hold on.
Did you connect to that?
Yeah. It takes a second.
The Prowlers bring it in over a blue line shot. Save made. Goaltender Will Carone getting the start between the pipes here. Now Cedric Cowens away with it on the right side, bringing it up. Rubbed off the puck along the near boards. Puck comes out of the zone. Reisinger comes up with it. Andrew Reisinger gets it back to Owen Hood. Reisinger now with the puck again. He escapes a couple Prowlers players, gets into the zone, trying to dance around the D. Puck rolls off his stick. Now back to him. A pass over his brother David, who has the puck played off of his stick. Near side. Now way up in the air and into the netting. That puck goes as it's deflected out of play. And we get a whistle here. 16:07 remaining of a scoreless first period just underway. This is the Westerville Warcats varsity hockey team against the PHA Prowlers. Again, coming to you live from Chiller North on SammyVision with your host, Sam Shalia. Face-off, again, won by the Prowlers. They take the puck below their goal line and behind their net and send the puck around the boards where it's picked up by Bryce Wickheiser at the point and kept in. Now fed down low to Reed Hinton, who shoots that puck just wide. He tried to time it and shoot it all in one motion and sent the puck just wide of the net. Now below the goal. Being rubbed off of that puck. Bussy with a wraparound hamburger! Kayla Bussy gets the Warcats on the board first on a tricky wraparound shot that fooled the goaltender and may have deflected off the goaltender's padding and went in. And the Warcats take the 1-0 lead early in the first period, just a minute and 21 seconds in a goal. Unassisted, Caleb Bussy. Sean Hunt, Colin Fury, and Josh Tidd, now the skaters out there, with Aiden Whaley and Chase Nixon defending. The Prowlers in the Warcat zone. Puck played up to the blue line, and now out of the zone by Josh Tidd, who hits it towards the Prowlers defenders. Number 63 for the Prowlers over the line, drop pass, stolen away by Warcats, comes right back to a Prowlers player, and in the middle of the ice, the Prowlers trying to get it towards the goal, and you can see this. Prowlers seem to have struggled all year, even more so than the Warcats, having issues keeping possession of it. Now Shalia onto the ice, and he was trying to make a move towards the net, and the puck was taken away from him. So back to the first line, Shalia, Collins. Hunt is still out there, but he'll make a change, and I'm sure we will see Cullen Hassel. Shalia absorbing that check. Puck comes down into the Prowlers zone. Below their goal line and behind the net, it's the Prowlers player. Plays it up far side. That pass misfires and comes to the defense for the Warcats. Owen Hood tipping it off the boards to Cullen Hassel. Didn't get very far and comes back into the Warcat zone. Hood with it around the board, sends it over to Collins. Collins gets by the first Prowlers player and then sends a pass that's behind Cullen Hassel. He has to pull up and dump it in, but had he caught Hassel in stride, Hassel probably had a step on the defender. Now far side, Shalia steps into his man.
Where'd the thing go?
Pocket.
I was gonna say,
There's a backhand that goes towards the net, and then in behind the net, Caleb Bussey out there again, Reed Hinton. And the third forward is David Reisinger. This line scored the game's only goal so far. Out in front! Shot save made point blank. Will Carone. And the Prowlers come back again. That shot hits the side of the net and goes in behind. Boy, some really grade A opportunities for the Prowlers. David Reisinger splitting the defense and then tied up by the Prowlers defense. Some very boisterous Prowlers fans here in the arena. Andrew Pollack now out on the ice with Josh Tidd. Sheely up on the play. Bussey taking his spot at the point. There's a shot by Andrew Pollack, and trying to kick it in was Josh Tidd, I think. Eventually the whistle blew as I believe the referee lost sight of it, and the puck was sent into the corner. So a chance for the Warcats to make the rest of their changes, sending out Colin Fury, Bryce Wickizer. But Sheely stays out at the point. Stepping in to take the face-off, Colin Fury. Puck is down. He wins it to Josh Tidd, and then off the stick of Bryce Wickizer out of the zone. Warcats got to clear the zone and get back on sides as they do. The puck sent back into the zone. Now the Prowlers pitch it back out. Colin Fury backhands it through the neutral zone right to the Prowlers players who dump the puck in below. Shalia, who gets it over to Collins. Collins trying to get around the defense. Collins gets back his own deflected shot or pass. It's on Collins' stick back to the point for Nixon, down into the corner for Hassel. Hassel still in the corner. He leaves it there for Collins. Not real great spacing there for the Warcats. And the Prowlers able to poke that puck out of the zone. We're going to have a penalty here on the Warcats. Behind the play, it looks like either probably Hassel. Cullen Hassel leads his team in penalty minutes. Approaching the 150-minute mark with penalties, which is obviously of concern. As good of a player as he is, the Warcats need him out on the ice. And so the Prowlers going to go to the power play. Trail. A puck played now in the Warcat zone, poked out. And so the Prowlers now retreating to their own zone. Again, trying to set something up on the power play. Prowlers leave a pass there for the D, and the puck bounces. Hit a patch of rough ice there, bounced up, but the Prowlers player able to stay with it. Back to the point now, number 44 for the Prowlers. Sends it to the top of the point. That shot, save made there by Will Carone and then cleared down the ice. Under a minute to go in the power play for the Prowlers. Shalia and Collins now taking the ice. Prowlers near side with that puck, playing it out of their zone. Far side now off the boards, picked up by a Prowlers player. Watched there by Nixon. Shot from distance, save made by Will Carone, who hangs on for a face-off. 36 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Prowlers. They've had a couple shots on net in their power play, all of them from distance. The Warcats keeping them to the outside. Shalia taking that face-off, winning it back. Bryce Wickizer on the hard around, hits a stanchion, and now played by Shalia out of the zone. Shalia circles around, back towards his own blue line, spins around, gives it to Wickizer, who gives it to Collins. Collins at center ice. The puck comes back to Wickizer, who flips it up in the air and down the ice. Collins is looking to pick that pass off, but the Prowlers get it through neutral zone and into the Warcats zone, but on the offsides as a Prowlers player went down to the ice and was sliding over that blue line and couldn't recover. That ice is slippery. Once you kind of get started sliding on your belly like that, it's not very easy to just come to a stop. 8 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Prowlers. Bussy in there with David Reisinger again. Ian Sheely and Nicholas Crone, the defenders. And now both teams are skating at full strength as Reed Hinton jumps out onto the ice, but not in time to do anything about the icing. As just at the end of that penalty, the Warcats send it down to the Prowler zone, and icing is the call.
You're still on.
9:26 remaining of the first period. Warcats with an early goal by Caleb Bussy on a wraparound. And that's where we stand here. Face-off won by Bussy. Up to Hinton. Hinton carrying it to the blue line. The Prowlers get it back in. Nicholas Trone on the second effort gets it out of the zone. Slapped across by David Reisinger over to Bussy. Bussy, that was Hinton who got it back to Bussy. Bussy winding up to take a shot. It might have been deflected. He certainly didn't get all of it. Now to the point, Ian Sheely sends it across ice into the open corner where a Prowlers player is able to pick it up and then dump it down into the Warcat zone. Nicholas Crone back in the corner to get it. Sheely back to help out. Sheely plays it around the Prowlers player behind the Warcats net. Sheely now near side. Up to Hinton. A little too far for Hinton. The Prowlers get it in the neutral zone. And then way off sides is Ian Sheely. And the whistle sounds. And a little bit of disjointed play here. 8:37 remaining in the first period. We're going to see Josh Tidd, Colin Fury, and Sean Hunt out. Andrew Reisinger, Owen Hood, the defenders. Prowlers credit with that face-off win. Bring the puck up far side. Again, missing on a pass. They played back down the ice by Owen Hood. Prowlers number 14 to the puck. Around the boards it goes. Kept in nicely by Owen Hood, who got a backhand on it and now trying to shove his man off of it far side against that half wall. Prowlers get the puck behind their net now, near corner. Up along the near half wall. Watched there by Reisinger, but poked out by the Prowlers and down into the Warcat zone. Owen Hood back to retrieve. Hood, far side, gets it up to Hunt. Hunt has it played off of his stick back to Colin Fury. He sends it to his defense. Owen Hood tries to get it up to Josh Tidd. Tidd not able to catch the pass. Icing waved off by the referee, though. Tidd gets up on the forecheck and then backhands it out in front. As he was laying on his back, the presence of mind to try and backhand it out in front where a couple of Warcat players were sitting on the doorstep, Shalia and Hassel. The referee immediately blows the whistle, then separates the players. Shalia, Collins, and Hassel, the forwards. Aiden Whaley, Chase Nixon defending. The Prowlers winning that face-off, sliding that puck around the boards behind their own net to the far side. 1-0, the Warcats still leading this game. In the neutral zone, Collins back to Whaley. Whaley to Nixon. Nixon back up to Collins. Collins, a little bit of space, tries to carry it in. He absorbs a slash, but is able to get the puck in the zone, and Shalia turns around. That shot's deflected into the corner. That puck goes back down in the corner below the goal line where the Prowlers feed it around the boards. Collins waiting on it. Gets it to his stick. Dances by one Prowlers player and then tries to get it to his backhand and lost the puck. And it's an extra move that tends to trip him up a little bit. Whaley cycling it back behind his net. Hassel from the corner. Hassel trying to spin away from his man, and he does. Nixon picks it up and just sending it around the boards and now out of the zone. And the Prowlers now trying to catch the Warcats on that line change. Stood up at the blue line, kicked back into the zone by the Prowlers. Below the goal line, poked away by Sheely. And Sheely up off the glass and out of the zone. Sheely now picking up the puck. Fakes a shot, then winds up, deflected up into the protective netting and out of play. And we'll get a face-off in the Prowlers zone. 6:20 remaining in the first period. Warcats up 1-0 on the PHA Prowlers. Bussy, Pollack, and David Reisinger, the forwards. Manning the blue line, Ian Shealy, Bryce Wickheiser. Prowlers win another faceoff. Get it back in behind their goal. Around the near side boards. Up on the play is Shealy, pinching in from the point, and then trying to slide the puck across. Hit a skate, perhaps, and it comes out of the zone, jumping over Bryce Wickheiser's stick, and now trying to get back on it is Wickheiser. Way out of the net is Cerrone. Great job to avoid that Prowlers player who was up on the play, now offside at the blue line, as the impatient Prowlers player did not allow his teammate to clear the zone before he brought it back in. But a very nice play by Will Crone as that puck bounced over Wickheiser's stick at the blue line. A Prowlers player with speed trying to get in behind the defense. Poked that puck ahead, and Cerrone was having none of it. Poked it back away from his net. Hinton, Tidd, and Hunt, your forwards. Hood and Reisinger, the defenders. That puck jumps off of Hunt's stick, and then right to the side of the net. Now cleared by the Warcats defender, Andrew Reisinger. Now Hinton trying to split the D and get a step. The puck is played at the Prowlers' blue line. We're going to have tripping on the Warcats. 2-on-1. Odd man rush for the Prowlers as well on the delayed penalty call. It's going to be touched up here by Andrew Reisinger. And now the penalty for tripping is going to be assessed as it happened right at center ice. And the Prowlers back to the power play. This time Sean Hunt getting the tripping call. So Shalia and Hassel out there to try and kill off the beginning parts of this power play for the Prowlers. Bryce Wickheiser, Chase Nixon, the two defenders. That makes the four players for the Warcats. Prowlers winning that faceoff. Trying to get it back to the point. They do. Stolen by Hassel. Hassel then clears it all the way down the ice to the side of the net. Left there by the goaltender for the Prowlers. The Prowlers now break it out of their zone to neutralize. Poked away momentarily by Hassel. The Prowlers now dump the puck in. Wickheiser sends it around the boards and out. All the way back down the zone. The puck slowly rolls in directly behind the Prowlers goaltender. But behind the net would be a little more accurate. And the Prowlers pick that puck up from their own zone, coming near side. Passing it right to the Warcats. Bryce Wickheiser just waiting on that puck at the blue line. And he sends it back down the ice. Warcats able to change some of their personnel up. David Reisinger back out there. They're out there now. There's a shot by Reisinger, shorthanded. Save made. He's got Cedric Collins out there with him, too. The defense for the Warcats probably needs to change up, and I believe they'll have a chance to do that right here. As Ian Shealy and Aiden Whaley take to the ice. 4 minutes to play, first period. Warcats leading at 1-0. The Prowlers on their second power play, bringing the puck up the ice. Left there at the blue line. Prowlers player, I think, didn't see it. It trickles into the zone where the Warcats try and chop it out. Now it comes free, played away by a Prowlers player, bouncing and good hand-eye coordination at the blue line by number 7, the captain of the Prowlers, able to keep that puck in behind the net. The Prowlers played out to the slot. That shot goes wide of the net. Save made. As it looked like it was going wide of the net, Carone stuck his pad out, and the puck ended up coming right into the middle part of that crease and hung on there by Will Carone. Seemingly changing directions was that puck out of nowhere. Caleb Bussey in to take the face off. 16 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Prowlers. The Prowlers able to get it off the face off in deep. Below the goal line, sending it back up to the far point. Down towards the net, blocked there by Hood. And now the Warcats back to full strength. Up to the blue line, though. The Prowlers still keeping it in and trying to keep pressure on the Warcats. Andrew Reisinger now with it. He spins away from a Prowlers player. Over to Owen Hood. Hood up to Josh Tidd, who again has a hard time picking up that pass. The puck just bouncing off the blade of his stick. The Prowlers send the puck in and make wholesale changes. All 5 Prowlers changing Now a good chip pass up the kid, who again can't do much more than knock it forward. Josh able to pick up that loose puck though. He shoots and a good pad save made by the goaltender for the Prowlers, and a shot. Goal scored. Hamburger. And the Warcats take a 2-0 lead. What happened? Oh, redirect. So maybe a redirected. It was a shot by Cedric Collins, redirected by Josh Tidd, and the Warcats take a 2-goal lead. And getting scoring from those secondary sources that they need, Caleb Bussey and Josh Tidd. Now the first line back out there, Shalia, Hassel, and Collins. Below the net, it comes to Hassel. Hassel trying to avoid a Prowlers player. Being pushed around, it comes to the half wall, and he loses the puck. The Prowlers able to escape the zone, but not able to catch their own pass. Crone sends it up to Shalia. Shalia with a shot from distance, gloved aside by the Prowlers goaltender. It comes in below the net. Hassel was trying to feed it back out in front to Shalia. The puck was cleared down the ice. Icing waved off, 1:40 remaining of the first period. Warcats leading this game 2-0. The puck deflected through the neutral zone. The Prowlers from their own zone through center ice. Shalia trying to knock the big Prowlers player off the puck. Got enough of him to slow him up, and now that puck is shot up into the netting and out of play. David Reisinger going to go out with Caleb Bussey and Reed Hinton. Bryce Wickizer in on defense with Ian Shealy. Warcats leading 2-0 first period of an OSHL league game versus the Prowlers. Both teams struggling mightily throughout the season. Wickizer sent hard down to the ice after he delivers that pass. And now a stretch pass up to David. Reisinger jumps over a stick, but David in to get it with speed. Has the puck below the goal line. He's trying to cycle it back in there to Hinton. The Prowlers getting their skates and their sticks on a lot of these passes and breaking them up. Bussey now on the forecheck. It comes to Hinton, who tries to wave at it with the backhand, stolen away by the Prowlers to get the puck out of the zone. 1-on-3. There's a shot save made by Will Crone. Tricky little shot. It was a good play by that Prowlers player to use the defense as a screen a little bit and tried to flip it towards the net. Crone waiting on it with 35 seconds remaining in the period. Warcats trying to stay clean in this first period. That face-off won by the Prowlers. Feeding it down low. Far side, Owen Hood watching his man over there. And it comes out of the zone and down the ice, and potential icing here on the Warcats. Indeed it is. 21 seconds remaining in the period. Josh Tidd, Colin Fury, Sean Hunt, Owen Hood, and Andrew Reisinger, 5 for the Warcats. The Prowlers making some late changes here. Fury stepping in to take that face off. Trying to get up on the play there was Sean Hunt. And the Prowlers able to play it towards the Warcats goal. Now at the blue line, it's out of the zone. Fury trying to send it down the ice. The Prowlers get it back in. 8 seconds remaining in the period. Hood, harder on the boards, tipped out of the zone by Sean Hunt, and that will bring the first period to a close. The Warcats leading 2-0. 9 shots on goal. 6 shots for the Prowlers. Caleb Bussey on a wraparound goal at the beginning of the period, and then near the latter stages, a tipped goal by Josh Tidd, we believe. And that's where we stand. Warcats trying to get off the schneid a little bit and a little losing streak that they've had. Their last win coming on senior night against Athens, 7-2 victory. And now trying to pick up another league win here against these Prowlers. SammyVision, happy to bring you the games live here on YouTube. Thanking all my listeners who've been loyal throughout the season, listening to the rantings and ravings of a lunatic here. But I do appreciate it. Want to give a shout out to my production staff. Today it's Serena Shalia behind the camera. We've had help from Heidi Shalia. Today getting a huge assist by DJ Bridge, who was able to help out with some production equipment. Big thanks to DJ Bridge. Also want to give a shout out to that young man who suffered an injury a few weeks ago, and he's doing his best to try and see if he can get a game or two before the end of the season, but battling a nasty shoulder injury. We wish DJ Bridge the best, and obviously a full recovery. Been with him all 4 years. He's a senior here with the Warcats. Now starting this period, Andrew Pollack out there with Cullen Hassel and Cedric Cowens. Bryce Wickhauser and Ian Shealy, the defenders. And we're going to have what appears to be another penalty. And is this going to be Hassel again? Good grief. Cullen Hassel, cross-check. And the Prowlers to their third power play. Shalia, David Reisinger, Nixon, and Whaley. 4 for the Warcats. Shalia taking the face-off. One there by the Prowlers. Back to their D. The Prowlers so far have had a lot of practice on this power play. Their third one of the game. The Warcats have had none. Prowlers skating it in and then finally deflected, I think, off of Nixon's stick, and it goes up into the protective netting behind the net and out of play. 16 seconds off the man advantage. We're early in the second period with the Warcats leading this game 2-0. Referees come together to have a discussion. Something that the coach for the Prowlers wants clarification on. Not sure if that's to his satisfaction, but either way, we're going to get the puck dropped here. Again, stepping in to take the face off. And the referee shouting something back now at the coach for the Prowlers. Who knows what any of that's about. Shalia winning this face off cleanly to Aiden Bailey, who promptly gives it to the Prowlers player at the point. Into the corner it goes. Now played there by Nixon. The Prowlers pick it up along that half wall. Trying to set up here on their power play. At the right point, number 25 for the Prowlers. Now skates it towards that center point. It comes off of the stick of a Prowlers player, and then Shalia was able to send it to the blue line. It was kept in by a Prowlers player, knocked out by Reisinger. David Reisinger down the ice on a short-handed attempt, and a poke check by the goaltender for the Prowlers. A nice play there by the goaltender for the Prowlers. There's a shot from distance save made by Will Carone at the far point. Now sliding it near side, down low to the side of the net. Doesn't make it all the way there, and cleared by David Reisinger. And the Warcats going to make a couple changes. Bussey and Cowens taken to the ice. So 3 of the 4 penalty killers able to change. Nixon still caught out on the ice. The Prowlers sitting below that goal line. Watched there by Nixon. Nixon now has 2 Prowlers players on him, trying to occupy both of them and keeping the puck near the boards as we come up on 25 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Prowlers. It's Cowens who's able to get the puck out. Now Cowens down the ice with speed. Cowens winds up shot. Save made. Blocker save made by the goaltender. And the Prowlers come back the other way, but the numbers favoring the Warcats. That puck comes to the side of it. Now, no, another loose puck. The Prowler's trying to feed it towards the net. Save made there by Carone. And now cleared down the ice, and we're going to have icing from the Warcats again, just as the penalty had expired. Hassel out onto the ice. Not sure if the Warcats were specifically trying to hit him with a stretch pass or just clear it, but it results in an icing. But the Warcats now able to send out a fresh five. It's going to be Shalia Hinton. And again, short a player. This time sending out, looks like, Colin Fury. And boy, oh boy, seen that with the coaching this year. Shalia taking that puck off the faceoff. Shalia now rubbed out, trying to get back on it. He does. Shalia still with the puck. Shalia trying to get around the Prowlers players and lose the puck as he slides down. Now Prowlers come back the other way, 2-on-2 with the trailer now. But the Warcats able to back check and even the numbers up. The Prowlers in the Warcat zone. It's played out by Nicholas Crone. We're going to have icing on the Warcats again. That's, I don't know, unnecessary, I guess is the best way to put that.
Yeah, Alex Snyder's comment.
Again, SammyVision thanking our fans. I believe we have one of my biggest fans, Snyder's, watching this one at home. We miss you, big guy. Puck comes to neutral ice where the Prowlers play it near side. Over the blue line it comes. Josh Tidd picks it up. Tidd around the boards to Andrew Pollack. Pollack trying to leave it there for Tidd, and the Prowlers play it back into the zone deep. Thrown back to get it. Now Sean Hunt. He plays it around the boards. Pollack is able to tip it there to Josh Tidd. Tidd able to get it out of the zone. Tidd around one man to the forehand. Save made. Good play by Tidd. Better save made by the goaltender. The Prowlers now playing with that puck below their goal line. Far side it comes. Number 20 looking around. Maybe not wanting to jump into Sean Hunt. Sean Hunt then falls on that Prowlers player. A little back and forth there between those two players. And now the Prowlers are going to ice this puck. Oh, the referee saying that it was tipped. Not so sure about that, but it comes into the Warcat zone and played by Ian Shealy. Shealy still with it. Slides it up to Shalia. Shalia over the blue line. Shalia winds up. Hamburger! Santos Shalia with the rocket from just inside the blue line. And the Warcats take a 3-0 advantage. Ian Shealy going to get the lone assist on that. And with 12:49 remaining in the second period, the Warcats take a 3-0 lead. Shalia now back out with Hassel and Collins. Nixon and Whaley, the defenders. Shalia wins the face-off to Hassel, who gets it back to the defense. Whaley over to Nixon, up to Hassel. Hassel pokes it up to Shalia. Shalia slides it across, looking for Collins, just a little bit out of Collins' reach. Collins digs it out of the corner. Now Collins harassed by a couple of Prowlers players who come away with the puck. And a good play there by that Prowlers player to reverse positions and come out the other side. Now he throws a pass right out in front of his net. The Warcats are going to pick up another penalty here. The delayed penalty as the Prowlers goaltender goes to the bench in favor of the extra skater. And now it's played by Cullen Hassel down the ice. And we'll have the penalty assessed. Oh my goodness. This is what the Warcats do. And this time it's Cedric Collins getting the gate. All eyes were turned to Cullen Hassel, but it was not. This time it was Cedric Collins, who actually has a lot of penalties himself. In fact, some of the leading scorers for the Warcats piling up penalty minutes, of course, led by Cullen Hassel in that category. But Collins has quite a few. Andrew Reisinger, the captain, quite a few penalty minutes as well. The fourth power play now for the Prowlers, done to the Warcats, I might add. Played out to that slot and then kicked away. And the captain of the Prowlers up on the play, defenseman number 7, and that puck comes right to Will Crone at the side of the net, who hangs on for a faceoff. Bussey, Reisinger, Hood, and Sheely, the 4 for the Warcats. The Prowlers on the faceoff, winning that puck, curling around that faceoff circle, and then played away by Caleb Bussey. Good active stick by Bussey, but the Prowlers now, number 25, turning around, coming back into the zone with speed, laying that puck out. That pass didn't connect, but it comes back to the blue line shot. Save made by Will Carone as the shot came in from the point from number 7 for the Prowlers. Shalia, Hassel, Nixon, and Wickizer now out on the ice again. The last home game, official home game for the Warcats here. A few extra fans in the stands for the Warcats, and it's good to see the senior posters up one last time. The puck sent in by the Prowlers from the blue line, and now back out by Shalia. Senior Santos Shalia. We have senior Bryce Wickizer, senior Andrew Reisinger, Andrew Pollack, Sean Hunt, Aiden Mukovitz, DJ Bridge, and good work there. Is that Cullen Hassel? 3 Prowlers and Cullen Hassel winning that battle as a puck against the boards. Hassel taking off about 20 seconds from the clock, and the fans showing their appreciation. And the other 3 Warcats that were out on the ice, able to rest while that was taking place and sent back in by Santos Shalia. 21 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Prowlers. Now it's Hinton who takes the puck away on the forecheck. The puck now sliding out of the zone. The Prowlers trying to get something going towards the Warcat zone. Dumping the puck in. Back to get it as Nixon. Around the boards to Hinton. Hinton. Back in below his own goal line. Played away by the Prowlers. Now both teams skating at even strength again. But the Prowlers still in possession of the puck. Puck comes up. High point. Now far side. Bringing that puck down low. Drop pass. Back to the blue line. Stolen away by David Reisinger. Reisinger trying to get away from that Prowlers player. And unbelievable that no interference being called there. He was essentially checked from behind. And now coming the other way was the Prowlers player. Played off of his stick by Nixon, as it looked like the Prowlers were going to get a step on the Warcats. Here's a turnaround shot blocked there by Andrew Reisinger. Now end-to-end action. Sean Hunt trying to get to that puck. Andrew Reisinger now in front of the net. It's Nixon battling with a Prowlers player. Comes up to Josh Tidd near side. He leaves it there for Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger got Sean Hunt with him. He wins it. Hamburger! Andrew Reisinger, the senior captain, makes it 4-0. Warcats on an absolute snipe. He had Sean Hunt with him on the right side, and he did not even give that a second thought. He knew he was taking that all the way himself, and he did. And so after the secondary scoring of Bussey and Josh Tidd, we see senior Santos Shalia and senior Andrew Reisinger extend the lead to 4-0. And this is exactly what the Warcats need to do against this Prowlers team. Again, this Prowlers team has struggled all year. They've shown moments where they've played better, but the Warcats have got to put it to them, trying to make the state tournament. And now it's Cowens trying to go coast to coast. The extra move at the end didn't quite pan out for Cowens. He gets the puck back in below that goal line and checked off of it. The Prowler is able to get that puck out far side. Shalia now on the forecheck. He steals it away and backhands it into space. The Prowlers are going to just dump this out of their zone. And probably happy to do that. Cowens off the boards up to Shalia. Shalia now with the step on the defense. He winds up. Shot save made, rebound. Shalia reaching for it, and the goaltender not appreciating that. And then he's knocked down behind the play and getting up slowly. As he went in, he took a shot, and then he was trying to follow his shot, looking for the rebound. And he looks like he's got a little hitch in his giddy up. And we are going to have a Prowler's penalty, I think. I didn't see what number that was. But Shalia drawing that penalty. And the Prowlers taking exception to him being on top of the goaltender looking for that rebound. But that was well after a play and below the goal line. Wasn't out, not even out in front of the net. So the Warcats on their first power play of the game, kept in there by Wickheiser at the point. Wickheiser slides it across to Bussy. Bussy then tries to slide it down looking for maybe David Reisger. Bryce Wickheiser off his point. He cycles it in behind the net. Nobody there, though, for the Warcats as the Prowlers pick it up and dump it down the ice. And comes all the way down onto Will Carone, who hits on it and then passes it up the ice. He sees Hinton trying to catch the Prowlers in a change. Didn't get enough on it to get it all the way up to Hinton. Now it's Owen Hood. Owen Hood over the line. Owen Hood to the backhand, pulling up now in the corner. Owen Hood still with it. He's trying to pass the Bussy off the boards and cleared again by the Prowlers. This power, certainly the beginning part of this power play. Nothing getting set up for the Warcats. Been a couple individual efforts. Let's see if they set something up on this rush. Hood over to Bussy. Bussy brings it in over the line. And the Warcats actually making some changes. It comes around to Cedric Cowens, who's immediately knocked off the puck by a Prowlers player, but he gets it back. Now to the backhand, and that puck rolls off his backhand through the crease and out the near side. Ian Sheely back to get on that puck. Looks like Shalia's okay. He's back out on the ice. Up to Cowens on the left side. Near side leaves it there for Hassel. Hassel trying to skate it out in front. And then that shot was deflecting up into the net. It was Cedric Cowens who was trying to poke it in. Short side. 24 seconds remaining on that. They're going to say that that puck went up into the netting without a deflection. I agree with that. And the faceoff coming outside the zone. Stepping into the faceoff with Shalia, he wins it. Comes back to Sheely, and then Sheely trying to slide it ahead, not sure exactly to who. It gets in deep, but the Prowlers to it. And the Prowlers are going to be able to clear this one as well. I'm not entirely sure after that pass was made by Sheely, the Warcats seemed as if they didn't know where the puck was. There certainly was no urgency to forecheck it. Now stolen away by a Prowlers player. Both teams skating full strength, so not a great power play for the Warcats. They are up 4-0, but certainly would like to be working on things, and the power play would be one of those things to work on. Shalia with the pass ahead to Reisinger, and he shoots that puck just wide of the net. Reisinger looking for his second of the game. Up to the blue line where Sheely sends it deep. Probably didn't realize if he didn't hit it quite as hard, it would have feathered it right onto Shalia's stick. Now from the corner to the side of the net. Loose puck comes back to the blue line. Whaley slapping it down. Third net deflected out in front. Comes back to the blue line. Whaley again. That shot save made. And now the Prowlers able to come out of the zone with the puck and with some speed. Taking a long shot onto Will Carone, who has the puck slightly bounced away from him and taking no chances. He pounces on it for the save. 4-0. Warcats leading this game. 5:15 remaining of the second period. Warcats sending out Reed Hinton, Taylor Bussey, and David Reisinger. Chase Nixon being paired up with his normal D partner, Aiden Whaley. into the Warcat zone. Puck is played by Nixon. Slapped ahead by David Reisner, and the Prowlers shooting it towards the goal. Missing wide, comes out near side. Up to the blue line, tied up there was Hinton with the Prowlers player, and is able to keep it in with the Prowlers. Now a blind backhand pass by Whaley up the boards. Hinton back to try and get it. Whaley smashed into the half wall there, and the Prowlers able to keep it in. Nixon able to come up with it. It slides off of his stick, the heel of his stick. He's able to get it back, and now Nixon able to get out of the zone. Nixon then dumps it in, and the Warcats, well, I thought the point of that was to make some changes, and now they do make a couple changes. Cowens and Nicholas Crone were able to get out on the ice. That puck comes into the Prowlers. Zone shot, glove save! David Reisinger, eat glove. Holy cow. What a great chance in front of the goaltender. And Reisinger, I think, thought he had him beat. He brought that puck over to the backhand. And this Prowlers goaltender really has played well. And you might not realize that in a 4-0 game, but it could be more. And what a glove save there. The glove man cometh. There's a shot save made. It was Cowan's big rebound. Shalia trying to get to it. Far side, now the Prowlers able to chip it out of the zone. But Cowan's back to help out on defense. Nicholas Crone also back. Cowens gets rubbed off that puck below the goal line. Crone coming in to help out. The Prowlers still with it. Now Hassel able to come away with it. Hassel has the defenseman fall down. Hassel trying to use some speed. Got Cowens with him to the side of the net. That puck rolls in behind the net, picked up by the Prowlers. 3.5 to play, second period. And Hassel demolishes the Prowlers player against the boards. And that may be of the 2 and 10 variety. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a fairly clean check, but they're taking a lot of these hard checks out of the game, and Hassel going to the box. And not happy about it. He throws his stick, and he may be asked to incur an extra penalty. I don't know. We'll see. The referee discussing it at the scorer's table. He is pointing to have another player come in the box. He did not signal for the misconduct, but indeed it is, as Andrew Pollack is serving the minor penalties. And I'll tell you what, Hassel, that's now 4 penalties. Got 4 penalties. One more, he's out. So 4 penalties on Hassel. 5 will get him a game misconduct. So back to the power play are the Prowlers. Shalia and Bussy out there, Wickheiser and Sheely. Prowlers with that puck below the goal line, trying to work something out in front. It does come to the slot shot. Save made, rebound attempt. Will Carone hanging on. Under 3 minutes to play of the second period. Reed Hinton going to come out with David Reisinger. I'm much more of a fan of the defensemen being changed as often as they can on these penalty kills. But now the referee is hearing from the Prowlers coach again. And it's weird the times that this is happening, because I'm not sure what the issue here is.
Your students are on again.
But again, SammyVision coming to you live. Hey, thanks to all my fans that are watching. You know, SammyVision does it for the fans. I'm in it for the people. Taken away there by Bryce Wickheiser, cleared down the ice. And the Warcats regrouping here on the penalty kill. The Prowlers with it from their own zone. The Prowlers wearing their unsightly purple uniforms. The Warcats with their home whites. Prowlers with that puck on the power play. Feeding it out in front, or trying to feed out in front. It stayed below the goal line, cleared back down the ice by the Warcats. 1 minute to go on the man advantage for the Prowlers. And a couple of those Prowlers players going to the bench on that power play unit number 1, disgusted with the fact of their inability to get things set up. But number 25 for the Prowlers just dances it in over the line. Now David Reisinger again. Reisinger behind the defense. Reisinger has it taken away by number 7 for the Prowlers. That's a great play for that Prowlers player to be able to take it. We're going to have another penalty here. We may have matching penalties. We'll have to see what we end up getting here. But wow, David Reiser behind the defense and not taking a penalty was the captain of the Prowlers, number 7. He tied David up and was able to get the puck away. Now it looks like Reed Hinton may be heading towards the box as this game is starting to get a little sloppy. Indeed, both 2 players are being taken. One Prowlers and Reed Hinton the other. I think they're going to be offsetting minor penalties, and so we should still see 5-on-4. Prowlers advantage with 31 more seconds. Santos Shalia out there on the ice for the Warcats at the center position, going to take the face-off. Got Cedric Collins with them. And again, more discussion between the referees and the Prowlers bench. But that puck is dropped. Shalia wins it. Goes back to Owen Hood, who slides it around the boards and stepped in very nicely there by the Prowlers. This time, Nixon able to get it out of the zone. Shalia up on the play to forecheck it. And Shalia's going to try and get that loose puck, and he does. Shalia from the corner, trying to chop it away from the Prowlers player. The Prowlers able to come up with it and down the ice. Knocked away that time by Collins. Shalia then, he's able to get that puck towards the Prowlers' blue line, absorbing a check in the... Wow, close to offside here for the Prowlers. Number 25 skating around, comes to the side of the net. Well scored! I mean, you can see Will Carone not happy, thought he was interfered with. Just as the penalty was expiring. And I believe that's an even strength goal. And the puck comes to the side of the net, and the Prowlers get a late one here in the second period. 1:13 remaining, and the Warcats now up 4-1. And maybe that will give them just a little bit of the boost they're looking for in the third period to try and put some more on the Prowlers team. The Prowlers team is not going to stop playing. That is for sure. They do not have the talent, but they definitely have the will. And this is a game they are probably circling. They know the Warcats have been struggling. And they're going to keep coming at the Warcats. The Warcats now up 4-1 with under a minute to play in the second period. Caleb Bussey coming in to take the face-off. He's got David Reisinger and Josh Kidd with him. Ian Sheely and Andrew Reisinger on defense. That pass comes over to Andrew Reisinger. He slides and looking to get it across. It was stolen by a Prowlers player. Kept it very nicely by David Reisinger. Josh Kidd slides it over. Bussey was right in front of the goaltender. And Bussey gets cross-checked. And it's actually going to be an interference call. 38.5 seconds. This will put the Warcats on a power play for the remainder of the second period and possibly into the third period if they don't score a goal. And so Prowlers player number 11 going to the box. The third penalty on a Prowlers. The Warcats with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 penalties. So, power play for the Warcats. Shalia, Collins, and David Reisinger, the forwards. Ian Sheely and Andrew Reisinger on defense, and the Prowlers able to get it out of the zone. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Sheely, cross-ice feed to Shalia. Shalia brings it over to blue line. Toe drags. Gets it over to the half wall, trying to stay with it. The Prowlers player trying to get on it. Now Shalia forechecking to get the puck back, sending it back below the goal line to David Reisinger. Back to Andrew Reisinger at the point. There's a shot save made there by the goaltender who steers it into the corner. Picked up by Sheely, a shot short side. Save made there again by the goaltender for the Prowlers. 5 seconds remaining in the period. And it's going to be all about the face-off here. Shalia is going to take this face-off. If he can get the face-off won cleanly, Warcats may be able to get another shot before the end of this period. Shalius does step in, ties his man up. The Prowler is able to get to that puck and clear the zone. And that will run out the clock in the second period. So at the end of 2 periods of play, the Warcats 4, the Prowlers 1. 11 shots on goal for the Warcats that period brings the total to 20. And 1, 2, 3. 8 shots on goal for the Prowlers that period brings their total to 14. Goals scored by Bussy, Tid, Shalia, and Andrew Reisinger for the Warcats. And so we'll take a brief intermission here as the Columbia Ice Resurfacer comes out to clean the ice. Approximately a 10-minute break before we get started with the third period. 17 more minutes to play, and the Warcats leading this game 4-1. The Warcats will start the third period on the power play. We're going to take a quick break here on the SammyVision Networks. Thank you for joining me at home. We'll be back with you here momentarily.